Hello guys, welcome back to a new Boom Beach video. In today's video, it's going to be split into two parts. First part, we're going to be talking a little bit about the next update, you'll see in a minute. And the second part, we're going to be going for an imitation game speed run world record. We're going to see how far we can get. And yeah, it's just going to be an interesting video. Stay tuned, and I hope you guys do enjoy. Drew, community manager, posted on the Boom Beach forums a little bit about the next update. Okay, so he posted on the Boom Beach forums, the official Boom Beach community manager. He said, I can confirm, exclusive news report, that the prototype defenses will be introduced one at a time into the weapon lab and a newly created weekly cycle we have set up. And he mentioned two of them. Oh my gosh, this looks amazing. And just to get, and he goes on a little bit. I'll get to that in a second. And he said the first two, he said you will see the first two prototypes in the first month after this update. So we don't know if these will drop as soon as the update drops. But basically, here's how it's going to work. He's going to have a set number of prototypes. It could be like 2 prototypes, 4 prototypes, 5 prototypes, 6 prototypes. There's going to be 12 total prototypes as soon as this update drops. So I guess it could be, I'm guessing it's going to be a weekly cycle of 6 up to 10. I'm not expecting them to go under 6 because 4 doesn't give you a lot of options, or 5 doesn't give you a lot of options because you can drop down 3 prototypes. So I'm guessing it's going to be anywhere from 6 prototypes a week up to 10. And they're not going to go over 10 because there's 12 prototypes. It would kind of defeat the purpose of a weekly cycle. So he said you'll see 2 of the new prototype defenses in the first month after the update. So kind of sucks because he says the first month after the update, not the first week. It's a weekly cycle, but he says we won't see them. We won't see any. We'll only see 2 in a month. So it has some interpretation that we need to pay attention to, but overall it looks very solid, and I love the way Boom Beach is going. How we have weekly, or we have bi-weekly try boost, we have a weekly trader, and now we're getting weekly prototype, a new weekly prototype cycle for prototypes you can drop down. And if you guys don't know a weekly prototype, it's just gonna be prototypes that are available for that week. So it's gonna be very interesting to see top level players, because if it's a cycle of like 4, then it's gonna be like you could be without a shield generator for a week or so, because it's gonna last, each prototype's gonna last a week, or each prototype does last a week. So you could be without a certain prototype potentially for a week, which is very interesting. It's gonna be an interesting dynamic for top level players. How are they gonna do it? Are they gonna store up a shield generator in their prototype storage and then drop it down? I don't know. I'm prepared. I have a bunch of prototype parts ready to fuse together some of these new prototypes. Anyway, he went into kind of what these 2 prototypes we're going to see in this next month are. One of them is named SIMO, S-I-M-O, it's an acronym, and the other is a sky shield. So I don't know what to expect. A sky shield and a SIMO. I don't want to like be so off, but I'm gonna Google what a SIMO is to see if it stands for anything in like military, because it might be like a military term and we might have like SIMO weapons. It could just be like a tank or something. I'm not seeing anything here that would point me to a certain weapon, so it doesn't look like it means anything. It's just made up. And a sky shield, so we don't have any sky troops. It could be like something to block critters, so maybe like a shield placed on, I don't know, placed on your base that would block critters from coming in, or even gunboat energy for that matter. Like, that'd be a very interesting dynamic. I don't think it will be covering your whole base because it seems a little overpowered for one prototype. Maybe if you had, yeah, it seems very overpowered for one prototype. But it's gonna be interesting to see these both in like player bases and in operations, because chances are these prototypes will be added to operation bases, which is a very interesting dynamic. but overall, it's crazy stuff. Anyway, let's jump in to this imitation game speed run. I set the world record back in 2016, at the end of 2016, at a time of like 3 minutes 11 seconds. For some reason, I thought I did it way more recent and I got a way better time, but I couldn't find that video anywhere. So I don't know. I believe the record is still 3:11 because I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that has attempted it. Bull Cable may have, but I remember beating him back when we did that whole contest. But I'm pretty sure I have it, but we're going to go for a better time today. So it's the fastest time to take down all 7 stages of imitation game. And I do believe you can take down stages 1 through 4 using only gunboat energy, or at least that's what I'm going to try to do. Now, here's where it gets interesting. You guys know imitation game, you have, well, now you have 8 attacks. You used to have 10 attacks, but you have 8 attacks. So if I still have 2 attacks on stage 7, I don't know if I'm gonna BART the core or go for the core rush. We're gonna feel the moment, we're gonna see how it goes, but I do believe I can just BART a core down on stage 7 instead of going for the rush. Now, that's assuming stage 7 does not have a shield generator. If stage 7 does have a shield generator, then I'm gonna have to go in for the rush. I can't take it down using energy. So we're gonna go for it. Fastest time to take down all 7 stages of imitation game. Let's do this. Here we go, guys. I'm gonna start in about 5 seconds, and no, okay, we're gonna the first couple stages, as always, guys, for any of these challenges, you just BART down stages 1 through 3, and then on stage 4 I should be able to BART it down. Usually for Dr. T you cannot BART down stage number 4, but for imitation game I do believe it is possible to BART down stage number 4. So we're gonna try it, and it will save us quite a bit of time if we're able to succeed at that. So I have a time up on my screen now. I really want to beat 3 minutes. I don't know if it's possible, but that would be dropping the world record by like 10 seconds or so, and I do believe I can do it. So we're gonna see how close we are. Yeah, so that was very easy. We had a lot more gunboat energy, so we're gonna try to take stage 4 using only energy, but if I can't, then I'm gonna retreat quick and BART it down again, and then I won't have any more attacks. And we should be able to do it. Yeah, boom. There we go. Stage 4 is down. Now I'm guessing stage 5 you cannot do using only energy. I did beat all 7 stages of imitation game using only energy once, but I believe that was back when we had 10 attacks for 8 stages. Dang it. Frick. Okay, it's gonna be nasty. I did activate my hero's ability a couple times, which is bad because it uses a little bit of energy, but it's also bad. I may have been able to BART this core here. It's also bad because some of my troops got far out ahead, and now I thought that shotgun launcher was shocked, and just overall just a very sloppy attack. We're gonna have to pick it up here on stage number 6 and try to beat it. Right now we are 2 minutes in, so we have about a minute to take down 2 stages, which I do believe is possible. And we're not gonna retrain for 6, and we're gonna drop all of our troops, drop a flare, get some smoke down. I like imitation game just a tiny bit more, and the main reason for that is because the beaches are a little cleaner. They're not as tight in terms of like stuff hitting the beach, and that was stage 6. I'm gonna BART the core on stage 7 twice, and because I believe that's gonna be faster than going for the rush. We have 20 seconds now. It takes, see, the downfall about I gotta focus at this last couple seconds. The downfall about imitation game versus Dr. T is we might not be able to do this. If I failed this, I'll be so disappointed. We might actually fail this. It's gonna be very, very close. We'll get those down. And come on. We'll get critters down. We'll drop a shock so our critters can deal some work. We'll get our troops down over here. We'll try to defeat this base. Critter's not able to do it. We're just trying to kill. This is so sloppy. Oh man, that was bad. That was about 330. So the world record is like 311. And I just dropped a 330. So I was going for the record, but I wasn't able to do it. That's funny. That's honestly very, very funny how far off I was, and realizing how good of a time that was previously, which was amazing. So I gotta get my skill up a little bit for imitation game at least. It may have been more beneficial if we rushed the core on the last stage. If we could take it out using energy, it would have saved us about 5 to 10 seconds. And then on that mess up on, I believe, stage 4, or no, stage 5, that was also a little mess up. So overall, just a couple little minor mistakes that we made, and it cost me the record. But I guess I still hold the record, so it's fine. Did I miss an attack? Dang it. I'm so sorry, guys. If you're in my task force, I'm so sorry.